Hey now! Just as I start recording, I forgot to turn off the sound on my laptop. And just as you can guarantee that the sun will rise tomorrow, you can also guarantee that I'm going to be doing a live stream every single week. Because I ain't the kind of guy that likes to leave my audience hungry, okay? I know that the content needs to be done. Here I am, creating it, live streaming. You guys all watch and listen from Spain, Texas, the UK, USA. We had someone in China once. Jeremy from New Zealand. We all unite. There are no differences here. This is the place to be accepted. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my bit. This is the place to be. Okay? And I will always be here. I am your loyal, I'm like a servant to you all. I deliver the content, and all I ask in the end is a simple like. And I like my own videos, and that's how you know if you don't like your own videos, then who else will? Who else will like them? Speaking of videos, I know I've said this 1,000 times, but this is legit this time, okay? And you can trust me because I rock up here every single week, okay? This video that I filmed on, I think the 4th of January is coming out tomorrow. I know that because I literally have uploaded it and it's scheduled for, I think, 4 p.m. Western Australia time. You'll have to do the math. I don't know when that will be, but it's actually coming out. It took me 1,000 years to edit it. There is a reason. I had the video 90% done and I finished it yesterday, and it took maybe like an hour to edit it. That last little bit. There was a reason why I took a while to edit it. I don't know if I'll say here, but maybe next week when we do the live stream and the video's been out for a week, we'll discuss it maybe. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble, but at least it's coming out finally. I'm gonna show my best mate it tonight because I haven't shown anybody yet. And the original recording was 40 minutes long, and it's currently, I think it's like 17 minutes. It was that kind of, yeah, it's 16 minutes, 16 minutes 46. Oh, no, 17 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, so it's 17 minutes. And the original recording was 40 minutes. So I'm actually pretty proud of that. I even went through yesterday and did like one final like rough edit. And I think it's really good. I don't know, it might be my last video ever. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm retiring. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I quit. We'll have to see in the video. I'm creating suspense. It shouldn't have taken that long. I understand. Aiden's so good at making content. I overthink it. And I need to get better at that. Because the video is really good. But still. Have you thought about doing a premiere for it? Could have a little chat. I did think that. And I was originally gonna post it at 3 p.m. my time, but I'll still be at work. But if I do it at 4, I should be home. So I might. I don't know. If I do a premiere, it'll probably just be you guys. No one else will probably be there. But I appreciate it. Adam says keen to check it out. Thank you. It took a lot of effort. It's probably the most I've ever edited a video. I had to go through, there's I think close to 50 different clips in it from different videos from the channel. I don't think I've even said once what it's about. I think I'm keeping the suspense going, just because I have to promote this shit myself. Okay, it's the video of Harry Sullivan companion retrospective. that'll be coming when I finish the last episode of season 12. Speaking of Harry Sullivan, I just finished watching Genesis of the Daleks. I watched part 5 and 6 today. I watched 3 and 4 yesterday, and parts 1 and 2 on Monday. So yeah, I'll keep zipped about that because the review will be out on Monday. We're filming the podcast tomorrow, reviewing it. But yeah, that everyone seems to be really keen to hear what we think about it. I think Aiden's already said 1,000 times what he thinks about it, and like, it's interesting because I haven't felt hype going into an episode like this since Earthshock, and I've said this before. Earthshock didn't really hit the spot for me. I just feel like it was I think the only thing that makes Earthshock that memorable is the Adric death, which is obviously a great part of the episode. Sorry, Adric. But I think that's kind of it. But you know, I'm not a huge Peter Davison Doctor fan. I know we're gonna have to get through all of them, so I'm gonna have to get used to him. But maybe I'll like him after a few more episodes. But I haven't watched much Peter Davison. I think I've only watched Earthshock and 5 Doctors. I think I might be wrong. But did you break out the DVD copy, or was it on iPlayer? It was through iPlayer, just so I could watch it on the 4K TV. And it still looks like a potato quality, but as for the DVD, I don't know where it is. Back on my old YouTube channel, it was in the background on like my shelf. I think you could see it, and I think I definitely watched the first like couple of minutes of the first episode, and I was like, I had a fear of gas masks because of Doctor Who, obviously, and then it starts with men walking with gas masks on. And I was like, bruh, is my auntie trying to kill me or something? One of the first Doctor Who box sets I bought was the Davros collection, says Adam. What came in the Davros collection? So that would have been Genesis, it would have been... I'm wondering what happens with Davros next, because Davros, spoiler alert, he gets killed by the Daleks at the end of the episode. So I don't know if... obviously he's in the Colin episode. I can't remember what the episode's called now. Resurrection of the Daleks, I think. I don't know, but he's in that, and then he's in a Sylvester McCoy episode. Or am I tripping? I think he's in those 3. I think. But yeah, let me know what let me know what's in the Davros collection, Adam. Jeremy says Ncuti's Doctor should go up against the David Banks style cyber leader from that era. Is that the original? I'm sorry, Jeremy. You know I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to this shit. The David Banks. David Banks, Cybermen. My dad's on the phone outside talking to a client, so that's helpful. It's all going on tonight. Yeah, Adam. Sorry, not Adam. Jeremy, isn't that kind of similar to the style that Chibnall used? I don't know. How's this for dedication to Doctor Who? I'm supposed to be watching 1% Club on TV right now with my partner. She's not happy. What's 1% Club? How's this for dedication to Doctor Who? I'm supposed to be watching 1% Club on TV right now with my partner. She's not happy. What's 1% Club? Well, instead of the 1% Club, you've got the 50% Club. This is a bit of a club, isn't it? Doctor Who, what the fuck, Doctor Who? Docky Who, what the fuck, Docky Who? Yeah, Doug, you say it. You say it. We're the real fans who stick around when there's literally nothing to talk about with Doctor Who. Because there's like nothing at the moment. And it's coming out, season 1's in like a month and a half, 2 months. But it's like nothing to talk about, and it's kind of doing my head in. To be completely honest, the only reason I do these live streams every week is just to talk to you guys because it's fun, not because there's anything to talk about, because there really isn't. I'm struggling each week to get things to talk about each week. It's a quiz show hosted by Jim Jeffries. Worth a look. Oh, I know Jim. Yeah, he's good. Jeremy says Destiny of the Daleks next. Davros mask is really bad. If I remember right, they had a new actor and the Davros mask didn't fit. So Destiny of the Daleks, is that Destiny of the Daleks? That's got to be... Is that with Peter Davison? Destiny of the Daleks. Is it with... Oh no, it's with Romana and Tom Baker. Wait, they meet again? That's hilarious. They're like, oh, it's so great to see you again, Davros. Remember when we... Oh, this is with that species that you see in the pilot. Not to be confused with Unearthly Child. Adam says Genesis of the Daleks, Destiny of the Daleks, Resurrection of the Daleks, Revolution of the Daleks, Remembrance of the Daleks. Fucking hell, all these Dalek names. Can we get the Daleks a rest for 5 seconds, please, with Doctor Who. Why do I have the feeling they're gonna rock up in Ncudi's first season and be like, "Hey, here we are," and apparently they're getting a redesign. I wish I cared. I wish I cared. Please give me something to care about, Doctor Who. I'm begging you. I'm on my knees. I'm begging you. I want to care about this again. I remember how excited I was for the 60th. It's like all I could think of. There was a time last year when all I could think about was the 60th, and it felt like all I was looking forward to was that. Maybe that's the issue. There may be a lot of Goose of the Week for Destiny and the Daleks, a lot of wobbly walls and heartbroken Daleks. Goof of the Week. Still working on getting a soundboard. I have to do it myself over here. This is like the bootleg. This is bootleg 50% right here. This is where like all the true fans come to hang out, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video tomorrow. It took a lot of effort, and I definitely overthinked it, and it was dumb, and it should have come out in January. But here we are now, March. It happens. Dog says, I totally agree with you, Connor. Trying so hard to get excited about the new series. Yeah, trying hard. Let's go. The new Doctor Who magazine came out, and I think there's nothing in it. It's like I saw them talk about. It's like read the script that Ncuti Gatwa fuck me. Can I talk today? Read the script that Ncuti read that got him the role as the Doctor. And I'm like, well, everyone's already read that. Do we really need to get that in the magazine? RTD confirmed there won't be any Daleks this season. Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah. I wonder if we'll just see them though. But then I'm so sick of just seeing them because we just see them in like so much of Chibnall's era. They're like, it's like, let's just throw the Daleks in because they're the most evil things in the galaxy and they have there's no fear anymore. Like, I remember watching Dalek as a kid when it aired, by the way, and just being like, my God, like this is just so insane. Like it just scared the life out of me. Do you believe the copyright thing though, says Sarah? Is that the Terry Nation thing? I think Russell said that's not true. I'm pretty sure. And Terry Nation wrote Genesis of the Daleks, by the way. I did not know that. That was a big surprise to me. Jeremy says, oh man, I don't know if you remember the Lodger review. I was listening to it the other day and it was chock full of just random sound bites, got to the point where Aiden has a mental breakdown. I can see why he's so anti-soundboard after that, lol. Well, here's the thing. But also Aiden was pressing a lot of those sound bites. My two inspirations, as you always hear me say, is like H3 Podcast and Howard Stern. And Howard Stern had Fred Norris and H3 has Zach Lewis who do the sound bites, and they're such an integral part of the show and they're done so well and they're so funny. Like me and my best mate, we can talk through sound bites. That's how iconic they are. I'd like to bring that to the show. Aiden is anal about that, and that's fine because I run the show with him, and there's things I don't like that he doesn't do, and there's things that I don't like that, the vice versa, But with this show, eventually, like I say every week when I grab this and go, how great will this sound? But I think this is broken, I think. We tried to use this for the Josh episode and it didn't work, so that's great. But I do want to get the full setup for here. And I'm moving rooms as well, so I'm going to be upstairs and I'll have more space and I'll have like a desk, a webcam and an actual mic and a soundboard eventually. That should be in like a month and a bit maybe. But that's the whole idea, is that I want to recreate that show. Or like recreate the vibe of that show. Like get the soundbite of Aiden saying in Ncuti Gatwa, this is funny shit. Or my nuts. The Toy Story Woody last soundbite needs to be a regular. That was me. I brought that in. So that's from Dan's setup. And if things go well, which I don't know if they will, because me and Dan say we're always going to bring back that show and never do, because we like to procrastinate. Maybe we'll bring that back this year, the For or Laugh podcast, which I know a few of you know, and a few of you don't. Maybe that's good you don't. Oh, God. Alright. Dalek made the Daleks relevant and scary. They were just a bit of a joke 1980s onwards. I feel like that's what they are now. It's like, who cares? Would love to... Oh, thank you for the super chat, Jeremy. I'll get there in 2 secs. Adam says, would love to see the Daleks in a gritty war episode, something with some substance. Absolutely. I love that. It's so funny because, like, I won't comment on my thoughts on Genesis, but, like, you can tell they so try to do that with Magician's Apprentice and Witch's Familiar, and really failed miserably. It's like they took the substance of everything that made that episode, everything that made Genesis a classic. It's like they took that and kind of fucking ruined it. Shem, excuse me. Shem says the amount of things he set up in the 60th, don't think he's got room for Daleks. That's so true. Oh, Jeremy, that's so sweet. Thank you. Go towards the soundboard fund. I'll let Aiden know you that you did that. Yeah. Thank you again. All the super chats and all the AdSense is going towards the soundboard and the mics and the what have yous and all that jazz. Fuck off, fly. Jesus. Doug says no way Tom would dance in his jocks. Am I missing something here? Am I going dotty? No way Tom would dance in his jocks. Tom's really great, isn't he? I know I was a bit of a Tom hater in the past. Not hater, but like I just didn't really get all the fuss. But he's watching this season in a... I've never watched this... Well, not true. I watched season... What's it, 22? 22? Trial of the Time Lords? I watched that in a row. And I now watched season 12 in a row, but I got the last serial left. But it's so much better watching it in a row. I'm glad we decided to do that now. I guess now we're 20 minutes in, that I should probably say... Today, I want to do this at the start of every month for the live streams. I'm going to do like Q&As, like ask anythings. Which is, you can go 50% if you want. You can ask about, I don't know, fucking fishing. I don't know why I said fishing. I haven't fished in like 10 years. You can ask about anything, or you can ask about Doctor Who. We'll talk about Doctor Who. We'll talk about life. You can talk to me about carpentry if you want. That is my job. If you want to talk about that, just fire away. We're taking it easy today, folks. We're taking it easy. Hi, mate. Are you good? I am good, Robert. I'm doing okay. I'm going to the pub after this, and because it's Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to it. I go to hang out with my best mate, and yeah, that life always feels a little bit easier when I do that. So, and thank you everyone for watching right now. I really do appreciate. I was saying to my dad on the weekend, we went away. And I was like, I just knowing that I get to come on here and get to like see you guys every week, and the fact that you even show up is just like, it kind of blows my mind, and I'm so grateful, you know. Doug says, okay, you are a carpenter. I'd die was if I was that talented. Is that what you said? Sorry, the fucking thing just froze. I was that talented, I would build a TARDIS. Here's the thing, when I come home, the second I get into my car after finishing work and the door shuts, everything that I learned that day just flies away and I forget all about it. And I was gonna make like a desk for the podcast. Me and my dad were gonna make it. But I really don't like to bring that into like my personal life, because I feel like I'm at work so much that it's just like super annoying to come home and have to like deal with work shit. I have seen people build exteriors of the TARDIS, and that is really cool. I do think that's sick. I would maybe do that as like a side project when I'm like retired. Jeremy says, I might ask this for the show as well, but what would you want for the next companion? Alien, human. Thank you, Doug, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Alien, human, someone from the future, past or present. Well, it looks like our next companion's from the past. That could be kind of cool. I mean, I like the idea of taking someone from the past and then taking them to like the future, you know, in like our current time. That could be cool. I know Crispy always says like it'd be cool to have an alien. I don't think there must be someone in Classic Who who's alien. Again, I'm not an encyclopedia of Classic Who. I'm an encyclopedia of New Who. But yeah, I would love to have maybe an alien. Have you finished all the grog yet? Did I say I got a case of grog? I did get a case of grog, and I did finish it, but it took me a couple of days. I went to Cervantes, and that's like 2 hours away. And yeah, I had a few grogs. I saw Eric Andre on Saturday, which was really fun. I went there with Dan. What a wild show! He had people up on the stage like from the crowd, and some guy got like he full on got his like dick out. I'm not even kidding. Like full on. Someone someone buzzed their hair on stage. Someone got their pee out. They did ranch chugs. Eric Andre did a nang on stage. What other crazy shit happened? I touched Eric Andre. He ran down to the crowd, grabbed Dan's beer, and threw it around everybody, and I got soaked in beer, but it was really cool. What a wild night that was. Got to see some random guy's penis, but everyone cheered, to be fair. Next after the announced companion for Ruby. Oh, I would say an alien. That would be cool, Jeremy. I think that could work. I think it'd be awesome, actually, quite frankly. Again, thank you, Doug, for the $5. Really appreciate it. Much love. Robert says, you really don't want to do stuff you do for work after work. I work in comic books and pretty much stop reading after I leave work. Really? That sounds quite fun. I feel like that'd be sad if I did something. That's why I got offered a job at the cinema. Like I went for the interview. This was ages ago, and this is back when I used to go to the cinema every week, and then I just said no because I was like, I don't want to be working on premiere nights and stuff and premiere days. Back then it really mattered to me. Right now Dune 2's out and I don't really give a shit. Sorry everybody, I'm still yet to watch Dune Part 1, I swear I will. I hear it's great, okay? I hear it's the new Judgment Day, alright? Great, I'm sure it is. I'll get around to it. I do want to see the second one in the theater because I hear it is good. And I haven't been in the cinema since Barbenheimer, which was August, September, so sure as hell has been a while. Jeremy says, so what you like about the dinosaurs on the spaceship, but it's the only episode to give us a variety of companions from different time periods. I've always liked dinosaurs on a spaceship. It's that episode, we met because of that episode, to be fair. Me and Aiden. And I've always liked it. For a Chris Chibnall script, I think, because Chris's scripts are always so wobbly and they go everywhere and there's too many characters, but that episode it kind of seemed to just stick the landing and have fun, which is funny because you're right. I mean, there are a lot of characters from different time periods, but it seems to kind of work, sort of. Boy, I remember staying up till 3 a.m. to watch that episode on my parents' computer back in the day. That was a weird one. Dune 2 is fine and all, but real ones will be suited for Kung Fu Panda 4, says Jeremy. I haven't seen the Kung Fu Panda movies, don't be mad. But I like Jack Black. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like Jack Black? Okay? The guy's just a national treasure. He's like Weird Al, you know? He's like America's uncle. I think they call Bill Cosby America's uncle, but so don't take it that way. But yeah, I haven't seen Kung Fu Panda. I will see Dune. It's just so funny because I know Aiden goes to the cinema so much, and I just can't be asked. River Song count as an alien companion? Does she? Does she? I suppose. Tenacious D is coming to New Zealand next year. Can't wait. Yeah, Tenacious D I think are coming to Perth as well. I wish I liked Tenacious D. I remember Dan put on one of their songs once. Adam says keen to see Master from the new House of Dragon season this year. That is coming out this year. Hey, yeah, HBO is so good. God, I love HBO, man. I really do. House of Dragon is pretty good as well. It's no Game of Thrones, but I like seeing Matt in something good. Lord knows he deserves it. I saw he was doing a play in the UK, and it seems to be going well. I wish the best for that guy. He was probably sat by the phone waiting for the call to come in for the 60th, and it never did. And I feel sorry for him for that. I feel really sorry. Poor guy. Peter's out there like, I don't care if they call or not. And by the way, again, now getting more attached to Tom Baker, it still blows my mind that he wasn't in the 60th. Like, I know he was quite, I know he's old, but it's like they're staying on the idea of him just having that 50th cameo. Hey, which is fine, I guess. Force and Better Call Saul not win an Emmy earlier this year. Bob was robbed. Absolutely. Better Call Saul is not only one of the best prequels of all time, but one of the best TV shows of all time. You'll never have this debate again in history where it's like, what was better, Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad? They were both revolutionary and amazing, and Bob absolutely killed it. Everyone in that show is amazing. That show is always just like perfectly casted, perfectly written, perfectly directed. It was hard to find things not to like about Better Call Saul, particularly when it had so much going against it. Like when it first came out, and I was guilty for this. I only caught up on Better Call Saul when it was on its 4th season, and I watched 5 and 6 live. But I remember watching the first couple of episodes of season 1 and being like, well, it's not Breaking Bad, is it? You know, I think I was expecting to see Walt and Jesse pop in every 2 seconds, and obviously they don't. I mean, they may show up here and there. You never know, but I won't say in case in case someone hasn't seen it. But it's like, yeah, you know, I think it's so great. It did its own thing, and it was just so great at doing its own thing, and it worked. You know, Bob was robbed. It didn't win a single Emmy, and neither did BoJack Horseman. I think it joined that category of like shows that were so great that never got any recognition. But award shows are shit anyway. Who cares about those narcs? Jeremy says, I feel like they could have bought him in for power. Just chuck up green screen in Tom's house, lol. I kept saying that. I was like, maybe just put like a green screen in the background, maybe. You know, I know he's old. I don't know what it's like to be old. I feel old. My back hurts. But, you know. Adam says, bring back Thomas the Creator. The Caretaker, sorry. Yep. I mean, they did the big finish, but it's like, do people care about that? Doug says Tom was good. John Pertwee is my doctor. Velvet jackets and frilly shirts rule. John Pertwee, I think, will always be my favorite classic era doctor, followed just by Sylvester, who I think is also like fantastic. That poor guy. He was the doctor when no one cared about that show. Russell put it perfectly. Robert says, people who are normal age usually care. Yeah, I suppose they do. And it's like, you know, I try not to care about that kind of thing. I used to be really invested in it. Like, I used to like watch the Oscars and stuff, and it's just like, I think what rubs me the wrong way, if you really want me to go on a rant here, Robert, you started this. I just don't like seeing all these like, there's so much like, do I want to go into this? Whatever, we won't. I won't go goblin. I'll keep it short. There's just so much like famine in the world, and like just to see all these like rich people get together and complain about like not winning a trophy. It's just like there's a lot more issues going on in the world. I guess I'll leave it there. But yeah, Adam says, how about Matt Smith as the Caretaker in the 70th? We need Matt back. He will be back at some point. That I can bet. But it's like when? I don't know. I don't know if like Russell's, I don't know, planning some kind of like, you know how we got Stolen Earth and Journey's End, maybe something like that with the Doctors. Like imagine like a series final with like all the Doctors in it. That could be cool. Doug says, I've learned to appreciate Sylvester. Yeah, I think the reason why I like Sylvester so much is that when I first went into watch McCoy, I always just heard people like not really liking him. I think my dad always used to say like, he's not a great doctor. So to then go in and really love him, I think was just like, it was really helped by the fact that I was just like, had such low expectations. I'm holding my Simpsons card, by the way. Second favorite TV show of all time. Number 1 is Doctor Who. Not sure if you can guess. Jimmy says, Guarded season 24, McCoy's first season, lost to season 2 to be covered next on the show. Where Planet might break your spirit. So that's the last season of McCoy to be remastered, I think Aiden said. Yeah, and by the way, we're doing season 2 next. You guys voted on that, so with peace and love, that's gonna be fucking terrible. And if the show gets really boring, no one's really watching the show at the moment anyway, because Doctor Who's really quiet at the moment. But it's like, if the show gets really boring, I'm sorry, everyone voted for us to do season 2, and I know we got to do it at some point, but it's like, bruh, come on, season 2. Are you trying to kill me? My God. I mean, it might be funny the first episode that we review, and then it'll be like, I think we're going to be reviewing it for like, what did we count, like 3.5 months? That's ridiculous. My oh my. Matt said about coming back and never say no, that he wants to return. I think it's like a beautiful thing to play the Doctor, you know, like the idea that you can return is like it's a great thing. I just think Russell's against it for now, which is fair enough, because I know it is in a sense like cheap to bring back Doctors, because it's like, it's easy nostalgia and easy, you know, it's easy praise, but it's like, well, you're not really doing much else at the moment. It's just a lot of like open threads, which I suppose are going somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. Robert says Matt Smith was written out. Matt Smith was written out clearly. He aged to be very, very old man in the final episode, so he can return any time, and his age would make sense. Exactly. It's like Steven left it there almost to bring him back. Like hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Doug says Matt. Oh, did I skip your question, Robert? Sorry. Doug next said about Matt saying I will come back. Sorry about that. Jeremy says, don't look at me, I voted for Kodos, season 24. I do appreciate the Treehouse of Horror reference. One of my favorite Treehouse of Horrors. The Web Planet, says Adam. Something. Is that Crispy Pro I see? Ha! Yo! Crispy! In the house! Who's this handsome man on screen? Who's this handsome man typing, Crispy? That's what I want to know. Crispy Pro apparently is coming back on the podcast. He's been texting Aiden. Not me, Aiden, and he's coming back on apparently. We're planning a groovy episode, very groovy. Jeremy says we need Tales of the TARDIS for new Who Doctors for the 75th anniversary. Imagine a story with 11, Amy and Rory returning, kind of like how Jamie and Zoe got their memories back with the second Doctor. I don't think that's off the cards. I like that idea. And I would, quite frankly, cry. Doug says, have you seen Pertwee's Invasion of the Dinosaurs? They look like glove puppets, but love an upgrade version. I haven't seen it. Every episode of Classic Who that we review, I've never seen. I've never seen any Classic Who. Daniel says Nada was technically an alien companion. All right, Dan, are you going to let this go? Are you just sat at home thinking about all the alien companions? Yes, he has glass nipples. That makes him alien. Is it just me? Am I the handsome man typing? Oh, Robert, of course. Christy says, I need something from the other host. I wanted to surprise... I need something from the other host. I wanted to surprise you. Hee hee. I needed something from the other host. I wanted to surprise you. Hee hee. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Crispy Pro. And I miss you very much. I miss you very, very much. You know what sucks? Crispy and Josh live in Australia, and we all live in separate parts. That's why I didn't text you. What was Aiden not supposed to say, Crispy? I'm sorry. Oh my God. Was Aiden not meant to say? Also, Crispy, get me back on the hotline on who's there. I'll ask some questions. I'll ask the questions around here. Okay. Okay, folks. My goodness, Crispy Pro in the chat. What a treat, everybody. The glorious thing about doing the live streams is you never know who's going to pop in, when, and where. Ain't that the best part of it, folks? If you guys have any more questions about life or Doctor Who, fire away. I've got a little bit more time. Isn't it funny that the day that I don't really have to rush, well, I do kind of have to rush, but like the day that I have a little bit more time to stream, I don't really have a topic. The floor is yours. Ask about anything. Ask anything. Anything. The floor is yours. Crispy says, absolutely, we haven't had any guests on this year. 50% boys are top of the list. You had any guesses here? No, you haven't. True. I'd love to, Crispy. I promise I won't swear this time. I'll try really fucking hard. By the way, did anyone get the guest that we're gonna get on in a couple of weeks? Aiden kind of gave it away because we were talking about something in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and Aiden said, I wonder if they're going to be directing a feature film. And I mentioned last week the guest is going to be directing a feature film. We were talking about that person when we said it. So does anyone know who it is from that little Easter egg? If you figured it out, type it in there and I'll confirm it. Jeremy's just talking to Doug. Crispy says, what's the biggest leap of faith you've taken? Biggest leap of faith? Far out. I suppose... can you hear my auntie talking in the back? My auntie's been here for a week, and by the way, not trying to be mean, this is all I hear all day. Just blah 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 blah. I literally sound like I'm doing like a live stream. Do you mind just keeping it down? They're like, yeah, of course. No, we'll just go in the garden outside your room where you're live streaming. And I say to them, I was like, look, I don't want people, I'm not saying you guys would do this, but I'm like, I don't want people to be able to like pick up what you're saying. They're like, oh, they won't be able to pick it up. I'm like, yeah, they can, because I've re-listened back to the streams, and you could, if you listen hard enough, you can hear what you're saying. But either way, the biggest leap of faith I've taken, I suppose, like, oh, this is hard. I suppose going to the UK when I was 18 by myself was pretty crazy. I suppose, like, that was pretty nuts. Jeremy says most underrated episode from New Who. Most underrated episode from each New Who Doctor, if that's not too long of a question. Eccleston would be, I feel like Father's Day doesn't get enough love. David would be far out. David Tennant. Oh my god. Who could it? David Tennant, we'll go with, what's an episode I like that no one likes? David, fucking hell. I'll go School Reunion. Why not? Who's next? Matt Smith. Underrated episode for Matt Smith. We'll go Lodger because Crispy's in the chat. Peter Capaldi, underrated episode. Murray and the Orient Express. Jodie Whittaker, underrated episode. I'd say like Kablam or Death. So. Can you guys hit? This is what I love. Hang on. Maybe if I knock on the. All right, this is live stream shit, boy. Give me 2 secs. Mom, just remember I'm live, so everything you're saying is pretty much getting picked up. Just saying. I'm live. I'm live streaming. Hey, I gave them a fair warning. Can you guys hear that? They're like, oh, come out. I'm like, I can't come out. I'm filming. Alright, Steven Spielberg is your mystery guest. No, he isn't. Joseph Milson on the pod. Yes, it is Joseph Milson. Congratulations, Jeremy, you figured it out. Whoa! Yes, Maria Jackson's father. Correct. Did they even listen to me? Love and Monsters is underrated for sure. Daniel, would you get a tattoo at 10k? Yeah, I've been wanting to get a 50% there, which would be easy to remove if need be, if I ever get cancelled. Which, let's be honest, is not going to happen because I'm such a good boy these days, you know. I wish my room was like soundproof, you know. Again, someone's going to come in when he's gone and think this is a live stream, lol. Sorry, Doug, I'm sorry. Jeremy, sorry. Doug says, I like Eccleston's Boomtown. No one else seems to. Great character moments. Boomtown is really good, actually. Jeremy says, the Who Addicts tattoo. Yes, notoriously, someone from the Who Addicts got a tattoo and got cancelled. I think that very day. which is yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm such a good boy, he said, chugging a can of beer. Well, you know what? Work hard, play hard. Hey, I gotta keep up the persona of like drinking a beer while talking about Doctor Who. I'm the one and done kind of guy until I go to the podcast. I gotta go pick up Dan. So I have this, which is just one. You're allowed one and drive. You can have one and drive. Okay, I'm on my full license. So I have this, and then I go pick up Dan, and then that's it. I gotta go head to bed. It's 11 p.m. in New Zealand. Cheers again for the live stream. Well, much love, Jeremy. This is for you. God bless. Oh God. Maybe we should wrap up the live stream because I feel like there's nothing to talk about. Because Doctor Who is so damn boring at the moment. It seems like my my auntie and everyone seems to have a lot to talk about. But when it comes to Doctor Who at the moment, it's as dry as a camel's fanny. Quite frankly. Oh my lord. So yeah, last call for questions about Doctor Who or life. And if you do send one, I'll answer it. Until then, I'll just stare at you until you do. I don't know. These live streams, they get a bit whack, don't they? But yeah, reminder guys, that video that I've been yapping on about since January is out tomorrow, 4 p.m. Perth, Western Australia time. So get on it when you see it. If you want to click it, you can. Will it be my last video ever? You'll have to tune in to see. Do you think Tenants 14th will be back soon? Maybe at the end of season 1 or at the end of Shooty's run. Maybe in a spin-off. I could see it happening. But maybe not. I don't know. Who knows what that Russell has wrapped up under his sleeve. Alright, I might call it there. Just because there's something to talk about, and I understand it's not easy these days. Do you think Disney will kill Doctor Who? I guess we'll have to find out. Thank you for watching, everybody. Depends how the ratings go for next season. Jeremy, you're still here? Well, hot dog. Personally, I hope he's just part of potential future anniversaries, but rather he was kept part. Go to meal at the pub. Go to meal at the pub? Do I get a meal at the pub? No, I normally eat when I come home. What are you watching while Doctor Who's off TV? I'm watching, at the moment I'm watching Ones Who Live, Curb Your Enthusiasm, classic Doctor Who. I watched White Lotus this year. I watched True Detective Season 4. The Simpsons I randomly just throw on. I think that's it. I watch a lot of YouTube. I just watch a ton of YouTube, to be honest. I treat YouTube like TV show episodes because like there's some amazing creators out there. Like video essays that are like over an hour long. It's like, oh, I love that stuff. It's just so good. All right, guys, it's 6 o'clock. I'm signing off from Perth, Western Australia. I love you very much. I'll bring a topic next week so we can talk about something. But I hope you appreciate the live streams. I'm doing this because like Doctor Who's kind of slow at the moment, and like I like to keep the channel like get stuff going through it and get keep the momentum going, keep the dream alive. You know, thank you everyone who super chatted. I love you so much for that. It's so sweet and so kind. And I'll see you next week for another live stream where I talk about the potential rest in peace Richard Lewis. Yeah, absolutely, Doug. Yeah, honestly, very, very sad. Very, very sad. One of the goats of Curb and comedy for sure. On that note, I'll see you next week, and I love you very much. Till then, I'm Connor. This is Perth, Western Australia. Cheers, mate. Have fun on the pub, and I'll just go to work. It's 11 a.m. here. Holy smokes. Well, good luck, Robert. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I love you from Perth, Western Australia. It's your boy. You know what time it is. Goodbye. Much love.